there's a lot going on. So let's get into it. What's up, you bozos? It's Daniel Durston from the reality TV show Big Brother. And I know that you know I'm here with my co-host.
What up? It's your boy, the DJ Showtime, Terrance Higgins from Big Brother 24. You are listening to Reality Unhinged. Let's go.
I thought you were about to tell me who won veto, bro. No, don't tell me.
I ain't going to tell you who won.
I'm scared.
Damn. Who won? No,
we'll get to it. I'll tell you right now. Don't tell me who won, but I know who's on the block and everything. But
no, who's on the block right now for you?
Okay, right now on the block, the latest episode, other than today,
right,
is Kelly, Adrian, and Keanu.
Adrian, Kelly.
That's as of
Keanu.
Episode 5.
Right. Okay. Cool.
All
so
right.
they right there on the block.
Yeah.
So
stay right. Don't say anything else.
No, I ain't gonna say nothing else. So I'm gonna leave everything. I'm gonna put a stop gate right there. That's all right. I know just as much as you now.
Okay.
That's why I had to ask that. All right, let's get into it.
Okay. So this is gonna be episode 3, 4, and 5. A little catch up. I think that just highlights. I love the Alliance Heavy Hitters. I think that's a cool name. They formed in that episode 3. I don't know how strong they are because I don't watch live feeds, but they really are some solid players in that group. And I'm like, yo, if they don't. There's a lot of alliances that if they don't fuck it up, it's going to be incredible. But there's always someone who's willing to fuck it up. So everyone's out for themselves. But
the Burger Boys.
Oh, yeah. That's, I think, episode 4. But we got Burger Boys, which is sick. But then we lost one. They're afraid of losing another. It's not going to work, dude. It's like
it's a
like
sloppy burger.
Pound, dude. It's like an Alliance Pooch mate or something. Oh yeah, a sloppy Joe, dude. Well, obviously it worked out for her, but in episode 3, Kelly puts herself on the block, essentially, volunteers, and then agrees to it after the fact is crazy to me. I'm like, once you already volunteered, I'm like, hey, I volunteered, but now I'm good. Like, I don't want any part of this anymore because it worked out for her, and that's rare case.
Very rare that it works out. Definitely could have been bad for her, man.
And I was like, what have we not learned from the past?
And she felt that for a second, like, I think I fucked up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then paranoia sets in, and Bruce can speak to that,
and rightfully so, because you thinking about, you just threw your whole game away at the beginning of the game. At the beginning of the game, you throwing your game away because you on some,
like hero shit.
Yeah. Like I want to throw myself on the sword. Like, yo, what are you doing? Like,
it was way too soon for that. And like, and this goes along with kind of the theme of everything that's been happening lately is like Vince being the first HOH. Everyone's gonna be speaking to him like yes people, where it's like whatever you want, whatever alliance, and so. I think it's
what
a really
do you think
good player.
Of his HOH?
It was fine. Like I don't think it was as chaotic as they're trying to make it seem like it was.
Right.
But I think he seems like a chill guy to where I don't think much really affected him.
Right. Exactly. I feel the same way. I think he got away. I think, with Kelly telling him, yo, let me go on a block, that saved him a lot of flack from other things that,
and then
that
her winning the veto helped her. So in the best way possible, it solidifies their final 2, I believe. I'm assuming.
Yeah, definitely.
But it
like,
could have been
cool.
bad. It could have
went way south. But I thought he was cold as hell when he told her, hey, you got to be okay with staying and going.
And so when that happened, it reminded me of me and Nicole talking like, hey, we're doing this because we know what could happen.
Right.
And so I just got the shittier version of that. But it reminded me like, nah, you thought it through. Like there was not just like, oh, fuck it, I don't care. It's like, nah, it's without, in so many words, I was like, same thing as Vinny, where it's like, hey, we got to be cool with this outcome no matter what's about to happen.
No matter what the outcome, you got to be cool with it. You got to be like, all right, I'm cool with staying. I'm cool with going to the crib.
Yeah. And I have to remind myself that 3 years later. The Jimmy blow up episode 3. First of all, what'd you think? I wish I could watch some of these with you when Keanu gets in Jimmy's face in the backyard with his arm around him. I was like, this is some thug shit.
He's like, yeah, because I would be mad if somebody did that. Like, if they did,
I'd
be right. I was like, damn.
I got respect for that. I love when people call shit out, especially when it's like
exactly
someone like Jimmy who wasn't really in the know. I was like, this is gold right here.
Exactly.
But I still like Jimmy. Listen.
Yeah, I rock with Jimmy. Jimmy,
he's a little crazy. He's losing his shit a little bit.
A lot of it.
And so when he did this veto meeting blow up, what'd you think in the moment?
I thought it was too dramatic for me. You know what I'm saying? But I do love it just for the simple fact that it gives the, it just changed the game to me. It makes it like, hey, we playing this game. I'm not going to hold back. We're not going to play, we're not going to be sparring, just trading jabs. I'm swinging. I am swinging in front of everybody. I'm swinging. So it kind of sets the tone for me that, to get everybody, let's play the game. There's no sheeping going on. So I love that.
I'm hoping it stays that way. And I assume it will now that it started this way.
Well, maybe.
And I'm super envious and jealous that we weren't in a season that was willing to do something like that.
Yeah. Crazy.
Same with the episode 4. I believe it was Zay calls out Rachel.
What? That was, when I say the best speech that I've heard, that man got down. That was pure good. Everything he said was to the point, but you could tell that he probably felt like he did not have the votes, but he said, at least I could just go out with one good swing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's kind of like when I called out Michael and Monty and stuff, where it's like, I know I'm going home, so at least let me implement at least something in these people's heads that may not be thinking about it, no matter how obvious it may seem. And I mean, I'm with Zay, where it's like, why so many people are afraid of Rachel is insane when it's like, hey, she's already won. Like, let's get her out.
This is her third cast.
Crazy.
It's her third cast. There's no way in the world you're going to be able to sit with me. And I know you played the game twice and won once.
Yeah.
You're not playing with me. You're not playing this game with me. You're not going to play with me.
Yeah. I don't get it. Like, especially that she won. But not only that, she has 2 years of experience. And then her husband was on the season. And then she's obviously have a lot of friends. And she did traders. So it's like, hey, just resume alone. You should not be playing with this person.
Exactly. Resume alone, whether or not she wins competitions or whatever have you, she has enough tools in the toolbox to progress in this game.
And it's showing.
What? It's showing.
Terrance was right. She's building her minions.
Did I not say this? I said, yo, she's going to have minions. She's going to have people to cushion her, and she's going to push them out to fight her battles.
Yeah.
And even when the whole situation with Zay, you know what I'm saying? When Zay came at her, you know what I'm saying? She couldn't. We definitely saw the old, I thought was going to be glimpses of the old Rachel. No. Rachel going to be Rachel.
Yeah. It actually made me really excited. I was like, I could kind of see in her face.
Oh, man.
But people have to speak up to her like Zay did for it to kind of come out. Yeah. And eventually, as long as she's in the house till jury, it'll start happening naturally. And so it did make me really excited. I was like, all right, maybe that Rachel is still in her. And you're correct as far as like, there's the villain side of her is at least working through other people. And I respect that she has to lay under the radar for now.
Oh,
so
yeah. Absolutely. There's no question she got to lay back.
Yeah, a bit of like walking back, of course, of what I said last episode, where it's like, oh, like at least I'm seeing it now, and I'm super stoked, and hope it still leans that way. And this is only 5 episodes in, so it's like it'll be dope if that keeps up. And then once people maybe on the next person they get out, then they'll be like, all right, like for real though, Rachel. But if they don't do it soon, they're fucked, dude. Like,
yeah, they absolutely are. And you had spoke about jury. What is your view? How many people you think should be in jury? Let me ask you that first. And I'm gonna tell you my number that I think should be in jury.
I would say 7.
You want 7 people in jury?
And I think that used to be old school Big Brother, if I remember. But that's what I would do, because you gotta have an odd number. to break a tie.
Guess you got a point.
And I think 9 is way too many. Like where they, it sucks. I'm basing off our season, but it's like where once there's kind of like opinion or thought leaning one way, half of the jury's probably like, I don't care. I want to go home. Like, fuck these people. Like, so the more people in the house, jury house, I feel would be the more votes of like, I don't care. Let's just go. But you were there. So what do you think? And what's your thought and number?
I'm exactly how you feel, that a lot of people, when they're in jury, they like, yo, let's get this shit over with, get them their money so we can get the fuck on home. You know, that is probably some people's sentiment, or, you know, some people are really taking it serious where they're really evaluating who is a candidate to win the game and really strategizing and really looking for the answer to see who I want to vote for. Me personally, I think we should only have 3 people.
Oh, shit.
I ain't bullshitting.
So it would be 3rd, 4th, and 5th players?
Yeah.
Hey, I like it already, but tell me your reason.
Only because at that point you don't know. I'm gonna say 3 people, and I'm gonna say that there is no time to go to jury. This eviction could lead you to jury or not.
Yeah.
It could be random. You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
Because if everyone is counting when we go to jury, they're counting all these things to make people stay and all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? If it's just random, you don't know who's going to go to jury. You don't know how they're going to feel or what's going to go on. So you could be the first person evicted, but you're the first person to jury.
Fuck. So,
and with that being said, they could watch the game in real time and really make a deduction on how to vote for the person that they want to win Big Brother based on true gameplay, based on what they've truly seen in the game.
But so you're saying the person who goes to jury, no matter who they are, it would be they get to watch it from the jury house?
Yeah.
But without kind of like video sent to them, or they have full access to internet?
No full access to internet. Just just can watch the episode.
That's it.
Just can watch the episode. That's it. You can only watch the episode of you know, from as they're aired. So
here's what's tough. I would agree, but I would say they're allowed to watch live feeds because production is just gonna steer them one way or another with the way they edit episode.
Okay.
So then let's say I was voted out first, or let's say Pooch was our season, and then now he's just watching the production edit. Then he'll be like, damn, Daniel was kind of like, I don't know what's up. Yeah. But he lived there and he knew it.
Yeah,
so,
but if you watch live feeds, you would have heard more of the conversation. Okay, yeah, I give you that. I give you that.
Going down. And then I'm not saying that's the way it should be done, but it'd be interesting where it's like a bird's eye view of like, now you're getting all the insight. But even we know watching live feeds, it's like, you never know what's real ever, because only the person in the house in their own head knows what's real. Like even alliances, it's like, yeah, am I even in a real alliance? I didn't know which alliance was legit. You never know. And then so even live feeds, it's probably like, unless you talk to a camera, which allegedly is against the rules, but allegedly a lot of people did it my season and were not affected by it. It's allegedly in the contract that you can't talk to cameras. Anyway, but when people did it, that's like their inside of their head. But even then you could be lying to America, which I think many do, for their own votes. Anyway, everything I say is
I just think that we need to, I think just at this point in the game or sometime forward that we need to shake up jury. The game has to mean something else because jury is another part of the game. So to me, make it another part of the game that you have to strategize with.
I love the idea of like random jury members where it could be first and then seventh, like voted out, and you don't know until you leave the house personally, and it's like, oh, I'm going to jury. All right, let's go.
Exactly. All you know is that person got evicted from the Big Brother house. You don't know that you're in jury or not until you sit with Julie.
Now here,
you could still, maybe not 3. If we do it that way, go ahead and still have the 7. You know what I'm saying? Jury members, you know what I'm saying? But allow them to have the access to watch the game in real time. And like you said, watch live feeds in real time. But the house guests don't know if they've been evicted, or not sure if they're in jury. So they don't know how that jury vote is going to go with or against them.
Here's what I would say is like, it'd be cool if it was, the twist would be Julie says there's no jury this season until the top 3 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then as each person gets evicted, then it goes into that where it's a surprise to everyone, because if it's a spread out jury situation,
right,
no one's going to be cutthroat because everyone's going to be afraid, well, they might be going to jury. And usually you see when everyone's in jury or when it gets a jury point, everyone's kind of like, they add like a little sugar coat to their
oh my God,
because they want the vote.
It goes like this. If you was evicted, man, Daniel, you was my guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I really hate that they did that to you. I was a part of an alliance, bro, and I really wanted you to stay.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so, it's going to be so sweet.
But if you thought first or all evicted up until top 3 or whatever, 5, and then you could tell your honest truth, like in that DR to whoever's leaving or even in the house, then at least there's like authentic reaction and opinions.
Yep.
But it would only work for probably like 1 season for it to be that chaotic. But hey, it's worth it. It's a twist, and that would be sick.
It's a twist. It's a twist for this season. I mean, shit, look at the twist that's going on in this season. So,
dude, there's some wild shit. Yeah, let's jump back in.
I'm sorry. Tag back in.
No, I love all that shit. So episode 3, the veto players were Vinny, Ashley, Amy, Zay, Rachel, which Amy picked, and then Zach. And then Ashley pulled out the veto when she needed it, bro.
Definitely needed it, bro.
I was like, yo,
she
that's
needed
what's up.
It. And she knew she needed it. Her back was definitely against the wall. It was an easy out. Everybody was like, hey, let's just chop it up. She out.
Easy to go, yeah. Hey, but yep. I bet you Vince ain't getting shit for everything that he's been saying on Twitter. Like, I got shit when I was like, oh, everyone doesn't like her, so it'd be obvious to get her out. Like, huh, interesting. But anyway, I wouldn't know. I'm not on Twitter, but but no. So that was dope. How would you do in that competition where they had to like smell and like guess what the scents were, right, or whatever?
Yeah. I think I would have did pretty decent in that one. You know what I'm saying? It would have just been down to just really kind of looking at the footprints. And then looking at the tire shreds, and then basically just once you got those 2 things down pat, look for those particular cards, and then go smell it, and whatever come close to that smell, boom, there go the person. Yeah. You see, that would have been the way I would have deducted it. You know, it'd have been just make sure that I got the tire tracks and the footprint down pat, and then I know I'm just trying to
and just focus on the smells. Yeah,
focus on the smell. Whatever smell closest to whichever things on those cars, if they match, boom, we locked in.
Yeah, it'd be sick. I thought it was like super chill. Like it's kind of an old school Big Brother style game. So I was like, oh, this is dope.
Yeah, I like that game. That game was dope. That game was cool. I rock with that game.
And those little get up costumes, I was like, man,
they got a good. You know what? I hated that. Boy, I hated that costume.
A fucking night costume and like all this shit where I'm like,
yeah,
man, why can't I get some like chill ass shit? Like,
right, that shit was fire.
Little ranger.
I like that little ranger. Come on now, that would have been a dope. I'd have been that would have been Halloween.
But you had to get a fucking mermaid, dude.
Fucking mermaid, a roach, the fucking night.
For real, we had like some of the worst. I guess there's a little bit on the last episode where. Why do you think Keanu didn't call out Jimmy when Jimmy called out him at the meeting? Like, because Jimmy did say that Keanu's after him.
Right.
So Keanu was like, well, fuck it. Jimmy's after me. Like, it's clear. So
right.
It got back and forth. But I don't know. I was kind of like, dude, I would have said something. I wouldn't have blown up. I would have said something, though. Like,
no. You don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
But then,
what Jay-Z say? When 2 fools is arguing, it's hard to distinguish who is who. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's easy to point out a fool when he just doing dumb shit like Jimmy did. You know what I'm saying? It's like you made a mockery of, and then you wowed out real quick. So that could be perceived as like, it could come back and bite him in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Or it just could be good gameplay. But either way, he drew a line in the sand that, you know what I'm saying, has to be addressed. And I'm sure Keanu is going to address it in his own way. I believe so.
All right. I don't think he should have attacked. Keanu shouldn't have stood up and attacked. I think he could have calmly sat there and be like, "Hey, dude, you brought me up. I don't know what else do you want?" Kind of what he did in the backyard in a way.
I think that they should have did the backyard thing. Hey, let me holler at you real quick. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I heard what you said. And we could talk about it as men. You know what I'm saying? Let's air this out. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I do it in front of the house.
Hey, but I commend that. I would have never thought about wilding out right before veto was over with. I was
that's pretty
and this
sick.
Meeting. Wait a minute. Oh.
I love that shit, dude.
Oh man, hell of a house meeting. Meeting.
I like
Since I all got you right here, let me say something real quick.
Exactly. I should have done a couple of those, dude. It would have really
oh my God, I should have did one of those.
Especially from the beginning with the Paloma thing. I should have just been like, all right, hold on. Because I was HOH, dude. That's one of my only because everything else trickled out to that. So I guess, and I always said it in a different podcast where I was like, my biggest regret is not doing a house meeting day 3, where it's like, hey, this is what Taylor said. This is what Paloma's saying. What really happened? Real quick, let's just get it over with. That way I'm I'm clear. I don't want to hear shit.
Period. Right. Exactly.
That's hindsight,
Yeah, hindsight is definitely 2020.
Anyway, so
2020.
Biddy was HOH. Then we had the blockbuster, and Kelly wins. Oh, so when the veto was used, Kelly obviously goes up as a volunteer.
But you know what I didn't like? I didn't like that they didn't show us how she won that game.
I was pissed. Thank you. I was going to ask you, did I miss something?
I'm looking at all of those walls, and I'm trying to play the game. I'm like, how the fuck did she get that?
And then there's no answer. Why didn't Julie say with the answer of and then just say it?
Exactly. Because it just did not make sense as to why she won and what made her get the looks like a crown or tiara of some sort. I didn't see anything that would have given me, and you guys could put it in the comments and let us know
for real
what made her win that game. What did you all see, if anything, that made her put those words together?
All I unscrambled was that first word was with, I imagine. And then if it's the same word when they're coming back from commercial, when Julie's explaining it, they showed one of the words was tassel. But then I'm like, with tassel. But then there's the longer word that had 12 letters. I was like, that doesn't say tiara. What the fuck is that? I don't know. So anyway, if someone can let us know, because I got to Google it.
Let us know.
Maybe I'll Google it at the end here, but I don't know. That shit was weird. I think
it was weird. I didn't know how she won the blockbuster. I didn't know how she did that. So
yeah, and then but it's dope that she won. I was stoked. And then on the block remain Amy and Zay. Zay's evicted 5-9. Lucky ass cast that doesn't have sheep voting.
Man, amazing just to hear different votes. It just warmed my heart, and I really appreciate people standing on business. Like, hey, I'm voting this way, and this is the way we doing it. So I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that.
I wonder if in auditions and all that, few months long bullshit, that I wonder if they're looking for people hey, what's your style? How would you vote? How this and that, and a lie. But I wonder if they're specifically looking for people going, I'm gonna vote however I want. I'm not going along with the house,
with the majority vote, right? The house vote.
Some people might eventually, but it's at least they could start out going, nah, I'm good, because you get people going to the house going, oh, I'm gonna lay under the radar. I'm gonna vote with the house.
Yeah. So I anticipate the next vote to be a majority vote. And maybe some sympathies in there, but majority, I consider next vote probably be majority votes.
All right. And that's with who's currently on the block.
Right.
Is new HOH's Jimmy, which is sick. I'm stoked how this is turning out. And currently on the block is Kelly, Adrian, and Keanu.
Yeah.
First of all, I love that Jimmy won. I kind of lost my shit. I was like, this is fucking perfect. First of all, I do like him as a player. I guess partly is because he's kind of crazy. but he's not afraid
Ain't no
to
parley.
speak
Ain't
up.
no parley. Jimmy crazy as hell.
He's not afraid to speak up. I love that shit. But yeah, he's a little off. I don't know if I wouldn't side with him in the house, but like I like his vibe. But I love that he won, and he's like, I'm gonna sit my ass right here to see who won this power. I was like, oh, that's hard, bro.
That right. Like, yeah, I'm gonna know who got it, and I know this shape is a veto, so I know who got this power. So,
go ahead.
Like,
this is some shit right here. I love that.
Hey, so if you walking through that,
oh yeah, I was gonna ask you.
I think we're about to ask each other the same question.
What?
And I bump into you, and I feel you got something in your hand. Man, I'm snatching that up out your hand. Man. I'm not saying a word either. I'm gonna be quiet as hell, but I'm gonna snatch the hell out of that and keep it pushing.
Yeah, you don't have to say shit unless
I'm not gonna say nothing. You're not gonna know it's me. I'm gonna snatch it right out your hand and keep it pushing. You're not gonna expect it to be snatched out your hand.
That's so good. Well, I was gonna say
unless they really specified in the rules, do not no physical contact when a person has something.
Yeah,
hey,
that's the only thing they could have said. As soon as someone has something in their hands, you can't steal it, which is whack. They should have some.
Yeah, I would hope that they would just be like, hey, just play the game. You know, saying please don't try to assault nobody to full degree, but you can snatch or try to take the object that you feel
sometimes or a lot of times when they would tell us the rules and they'd be like, any question.
Because they never said that with OTEV. Not to say nothing.
Oh, true.
So it's like we could have snatched somebody's.
Yeah, I guess it's all out brawl.
You'd have got your hand cut up, but
But I wonder, because do you remember they'd be like, any questions? And then sometimes people would ask questions and I'm like, fuck, why'd you ask that? Because now they're going to bring up a rule, like, actually, let us check. And then they come back and they're like, yeah, don't do that. And I'm like, fuck, we could have did that because there was no rule. And so sometimes
and I would have did it and been like, you didn't say it was a rule. Don't make a rule now. It wasn't a rule when you said it.
All it took was someone probably asking like, hey, so if someone has it in their hand, can they steal it from me? And they're probably going to be like, no, that's too physical or something. Yeah. And it's like, fuck, it probably wasn't even a rule in the first place. But
I would have snatched the shit. You would have had to told me.
They still got to put it on TV. They got to do it.
You'd be like, I got it.
Do you think you could do a pitch black competition like that?
Hell yeah.
For real?
I'm not afraid of no dark like that, man. It's just probably gonna be a little weird to get through. But no matter what, your eyes almost adjust. I just can't see it being totally pitch black, and you have to have cameras in there. The red lights have to be lit. You know what I'm saying? So that, theoretically, let's really think about that. They still have to collect. They have to film, and they have to have some type of light in there. There's something going on.
Hold on, so I'm not afraid of the dark. I get like claustrophobia though when it's like pitch black.
Yeah.
And so when we're blindfolded, being taken to Big Brother. That shit.
Yeah, I didn't like that. But.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't like that shit. But I remember the bubble room when I moved into there, it was pitch black when you close the door and turn the light off. But then your lights adjust to like the green lights and red light, little like they're very tiny little dots.
Right.
But I imagine in that competition they probably put tape over those. Like
no, because that's the light that's needed to shoot in the dark. That's how they see us.
Infrared.
Right, yeah. But that's what makes us show up.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it had to be a little bit of light in it, just a little bit.
Then I was feeling around. I was as soon as you see a fucking shape, I'm grabbing it.
Grabbing it. Taking it. Let's go. Let's go.
But yeah, other than that, if I could see a little, I would definitely try for sure. I'm not gonna be like, I'm out. Like I would definitely be like, hey, I'm going to sit here for 30 seconds and just see if my eyes can adjust. And then I'm going to go for it. But I'll probably be on the ground a lot, kind of like Jimmy started. But do you know if there's have-nots this week? And they never announce them anymore. They kind of just do the first week. But
yeah, I'm sure that they still have have-nots. But
my question is,
I wish they would show it more though. Who is a have-not at this particular point?
And my question is, are they safe? Remember the first week they were safe.
Oh, I doubt if they're safe. I think that was just first week because of Rachel. That was just
sure.
first.
They had to cover
Yeah,
all that.
first week because of Rachel, and then hey, anybody else want to join her? Then you also be safe. You know what I'm saying? They made a lot of sugar. You know what I'm saying, in this Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah, they made sure.
It's good. It's good. We drank it. We drank the Kool-Aid.
It tastes good. What'd you expect? I can't find the have-nots because I don't want to spoil anything for me, so I don't want to dive too deep. But I don't know who the have-nots are. I'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know who the have-nots are.
Oh, and then we have mystery power winners as well. So Jimmy wins HOH. Mystery powers is Keanu, which is so Keanu, Kelly, and Mickey. Keanu has
Mickey. Yeah.
Double veto help in any competition. Oh, anyway, so he gets double help or an extra help with veto from a former competitor.
So they're gonna go through their archives of comp beasts.
It's got to be. Who do you think it's gonna be?
I already know who it is.
Nah. Oh.
But I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh, because you already watched.
Yeah. But
man. Now I don't know what to do. Fuck, Terrance knows too much.
No, and I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna know nothing next week.
That means I already know who did it. Now I'm pissed.
No, you don't know who did it.
Okay, so I'm not pissed. All right, I feel.
No, you're not pissed. You're not pissed. The person isn't a person who could piss you. Well, I don't think that they would piss you off. I think. That
no.
They're pretty
as long as it's not Michael, I'm happy.
No, hell no.
Okay,
hell no.
cool.
Hell no.
Because I assume it's one of the three that they talked about, or else they wouldn't have produced it that way.
I would.
Yeah,
I would have to go down there.
You would have texted me.
Yeah, I would, and we'd have to figure out how to get to LA fast as hell.
Hey, I could be there in 4 hours.
That motherfucker still. I could be there probably in the same. Goddamn, fine. Jump on Spirit.
Hell yeah, I'll be there in $50. Hey,
Right.
Okay, so he does. So that means he uses it. So I'm excited to see that he uses it and how that goes down. I'm not.
Right. Me too.
Kelly can change the block at their final nomination veto meeting.
Right.
And she competes to obtain it. So I imagine it's kind of like, fuck, I forgot her name from.
Yeah, kind of like old girl. She has to do an individual,
like build a puzzle or something. That
probably some shit like that. Now that I don't know. I don't know how and if she did it. So
if she does, she's gonna kill it. I think.
I believe.
On top of her shit.
Yeah, I think Kelly has a good head on her shoulders and good temperament with pressure. So she's doing pretty decent with it. So I foresee her being decent if she pulls the trigger to do it.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then Mickey has HOH interrogation to dethrone the HOH, but the current HOH gets 3 minutes to find out who it was, kind of like murder mystery.
Right.
And then if they find out who it is, that person can go on the block. I don't know how that plays out.
I think they said that the overthrown, whoever that they put, like if Mickey put up 2 different people to go on, or 3 different people to put on the block, then those people would no longer be on the block. That it would go back to the original HOH's selections.
I don't know. They showed a clip where she's like, I could potentially go up or something like that. And I was like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
She could potentially go up.
Oh, fuck. All right. Damn.
Yeah. Think about if somebody won the veto or something like that, then shit, and they come off the block, then.
Right, because her cards are shown.
Yeah, he could be like, yeah, go and sit your ass on that block sense. Since you want to fuck up my HOH. Let me show you how
it's
HOH
an obvious
works.
reason to put someone up. It's like
easy work.
But if she gets 3 minutes is not a lot, so if she gets away with it, dude, that's insane.
That's easy
power.
work. You could laugh in 3 minutes. You think that I would? Well, you a wild man. I ain't do that shit, bro. I'm rocking with you. Remember?
I'm rocking with you. That's it. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
When Terrance says that to you, you believe it. You're like, yeah, hell yeah. Even if he's not, you're like, fuck it. Like I'm not. That's so good. Well, that's all I got. So we got like last evicted Zay, new HOH Jimmy, mystery powers Keanu, Kelly, Mickey on the block. Kelly, Adrian, Keanu. Terrance knows the veto holder, but I'm gonna learn tonight.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let her. You know, Zay did he did an article with the New York Post, I want to say.
Oh, dope.
They interviewed him and was asking him, like, what do they think that why Rachel is surviving in the game as long as she is? And he was basically saying that people are fangirl and fanboying for her, and to the point where they just don't want to vote her out, because of the mystique of who she is and having her in the house.
Yep.
So
that shit's whack, dude. I'm a huge fan of the game, and I respect her, even if I wouldn't like vibe with her. It's like, that doesn't mean I'm a keeper. Like, it's like having Dr. Will or Dan in there, who I respect and look up to. It's like, yeah, but it's smarter to get him out. Like,
but so like you just said that Dan and Dr. Will, and you bring in Rachel. To me, what they should have did, my mind always running with this shit. Okay, bring in Rachel, but bring in Hayden too.
Oh. That's the last time they had a season, they had drama, right?
Yeah.
Was it Hayden?
I think that's his name. But the thing is, to me, it's like, don't make
Reagan.
No,
Hayden's from another season. Yeah, I was like, hold on, did they have drama? Yeah, Reagan. Yeah. You're right. I feel you.
Yeah, bring in a Reagan against Rachel. Now Rachel will feel very uncomfortable to be in the house.
She has to fight.
Yo, what? Off top.
Because he's going to go around making sure that he gets his side. No matter how much they're going to say they're working together, they're going to try to be at each other's necks. You're right. Damn,
exactly.
That's good.
Put villains, put people against each other. Put the people who are each other's nemesis against each other.
That's what it is. It's like, if you're going to bring back old school people, then at least have a fair fight where it's like, all right, now, in the case of if they brought Taylor back, it's like, all right, well, then bring me back. Where it's like, all right, so at least there's a clear cut line of like, hey, it's clear that they're not going to work together. So they're in a fair spot.
Yeah, put me back in there.
But they're veterans. So they have, exactly. But they're veterans. So they have, the experience and that fanboy of the house guests or whatever. But the disadvantage is, but your nemesis is there to also fight against you. So
exactly,
you each got to fight for your own votes now.
Exactly.
That's sick. Yeah. Hey, let's just make our own show, dude.
Fuck it, we're on our way.
Oh man,
they're using all the same cast people for traders and all of that shit, so we could just make a different game.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's such like a cookie cutter way of like strategic competition shows that there's a way to build something that's still original and
and still and make people really rock with it. Holler at us, producers and executive producers. We ready. We got a bunch of ideas that we'll throw out at y'all, and
I know a producer or two, so
right.
We'll see what's up. Anyway, anything else? I feel like the season's good right now. I can't even lie.
Yeah, the season is good. I really like this cast. I think it's dope. And I think everybody is. I don't see too many people playing the back, but a lot of people don't get a lot of camera light, depending on how to, they want to run their story. So
Catherine's been laying low. I saw like one interview in 3 episodes of her. I was like, who is this? I forgot. Right.
They pop up like, who are you?
But that's cool. That means they're laying on the radar. That means they'll probably
right. They're doing the right thing.
Laying under the radar, guys. The only time you get interviewed a lot for TV, it means that you're pretty much the lead of that week's episode or whatever. Mm-hmm. So the fact that she's like Catherine isn't being interviewed much, that means in the house she's probably laying super low, which is only good for her game. And there's someone like Jimmy who's being interviewed a lot. All right, if he's getting called to the DR 3 times a day, it's like, hey, man, he's up to something. But they already know that. That's no secret. So it makes sense. But if you get someone quiet like Catherine being called to the DR, then it's like, wait, what's her story right now?
Right.
Like,
what's she doing?
I wish I would have known more about that. Yeah, back in the day. But so that means she's doing good. Hey,
period.
Have a fighting chance there. But this is dope. Like I was like cleaning my room watching all these episodes because I was like, all right, what can I do because it's like 3 hours. I was like,
Right.
All right. And then, something catches my eye. I'm like, hold on, what happened?
Right. Let me see that again.
Yeah, I'd have to back it up and start typing like a note, like, oh, Jimmy just did this, whatever. But it's kind of dope to kind of have it playing, because we know how the structure is. All fans do, but when you play it, it's like, oh, here we go again. Like, I'll fast forward like 3 minutes because I know there's nothing special happening right here. Like they're just going over the rules and this and that. But anyway, it's a good season.
Man,
I'm glad that the Rachel is starting to come out. I'm super happy about that.
Yeah, she's not gonna be able to tuck it in like I thought she was. She's definitely gonna let it out at some point.
Yeah,
and it's going once it shows itself, everybody's gonna then be like, yeah, we got to move away from Shorty.
Yup, and then drama could really start brewing. So between her and other people, but. Shout out to Zay. I'm sad we're losing someone who spoke his mind and stood up for himself.
Yeah, but, he was a good one. He was a good one, man.
He goes down in history with Pooch.
Right.
All the Percy Victies. But all right then.
Hey, like he said in his exit interview, no one has ever been evicted. Number 17.
Hey, I love that mindset. That's some shit you and I would say. Like, hey, I'm the only one ever. Like,
only one ever. No one has ever done that.
It's so dope. I love that shit. All right, peace out, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.
Thanks for listening, guys. If you want to help support us, you could follow us on Instagram at Daniel Durston and at the DJ Showtime. All podcast episodes can be found in video format on YouTube at Daniel Durston. Look out for Terrance's new movie coming out called First and Second, as well as my Blink-182 musical called 1996, a new musical streaming on all platforms right now. We'll catch you guys next time on the next episode of Reality Unhinged.
For real, like, this is toxic as hell. Like,